Hello everyone, and welcome to the 20th episode of my Dark Souls Dex build playthrough. My name is Tebril, and today we're going to continue our journey throughout Lodron. Well, episode 20, eh? Seems like it's only been a bit ago since we started this channel. Truth, it's been about 3 months or so. Because of my old video upload schedule, I unfortunately could only upload maybe 1 video a week. But, thankfully that has changed, so hopefully you'll see much more of me. So let's see here. We have 2 Lord Souls, as seen right here. So now we only need 2 more. However, I do have plans to tackle the DLC in this episode as well. Or tackle the DLC in the channel as well, I should say. But as I suggested earlier, I am actually going to help ease along the DLC process. So you can't just access the DLC, you actually have to do a couple things in order to gain access to it. So, we are going to do a little bit of a miscellaneous journey into the forest. Now, there was a couple things that I actually have not explored in the forest yet, believe it or not. So we're going to do that here shortly. Gonna pillage the body. We did get most everything, however, there was an episode where I went down in here and got my butt kicked by Havel for about 20 minutes. That was embarrassing. But I don't believe we ever killed the boss that was down in the basin. So you'll have a chance to see him. He isn't too hard, especially at this level. Problem is getting to him. Once you actually get to him, he isn't that hard. Getting to him is a little bit hard. So, okay. Let's see here. Going to just jump our way down. Easy stuff. And, of course, there's those crystal guys here as well. They should not be a problem anymore. Back when we first went through here, they were quite a bit of a problem, but not so much anymore. Okay. Now, this guy may want to take a few swings at us. Oh, yeah, you hear that? That would be the boss here trying to attack us. He's a Hydra. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, so... He'll continually shoot magic at us. Oh, wow, we did over half his health. Okay, yeah, we shouldn't be taking such a defensive posture with that. Yep, that's... Oh, I actually dodged, or blocked that. That was interesting. Okay. Gonna heal up a bit, and we're gonna run at him now. You want to run in between his shots. And there he is. So, once you get close, he stops shooting at you. Keep your eye down on there. You don't want to fall into the... Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, you don't want to fall into the basin. Looks like we're gonna have to kill a couple of these guys. Okay, yeah, I wanted to prevent that from happening. Okay, heal up a bit. And he'll he'll go down like that, and just attack one of his limbs. We actually did that in one shot, wow. Didn't expect that. Okay, it can be a little bit hard to get to him though. However, we also have a bow, so that will be quite useful as well. Usually it'll take a couple hits, but we have a fully upgraded weapon. So he definitely does not like that. Okay, come on. Ah. There we go. That's one of the harder ones to hit. And got him. Now we just got one more head to go and he's dead. Let's see if we can get it. And we got him. So he dies, we get a dragon scale and the Dusk crown ring. And 5,000 souls. So not bad, I suppose. Could be better. Anyway, this guy has the knight set. So let's see here. If we go over into our rings, we will put on the rusted iron ring so it'll help run through this area. Now, there is 1 or 2 more steps we need to do before we can access the DLC. First of all, we need to go over here. There is an enemy that will spawn when you kill the Hydra. However, it requires that you leave the area, quit, or die, basically. The area just needs to reload. So I'm going to do that here shortly. Hopefully we don't have any recording problems like one time when I did it. So let's go ahead and quit the game. Okay. And starting up, let's go back into our character. And let's continue. There we go. See him? Yeah, that is a gold crystal golem looking guy. He actually does a decent amount of damage, and he has a decent amount of health. Much, much more health than any other golem. Probably comparable to the blue ones out on the area we're going to go to here soon. Once you kill him, seems like there's a lady stuck inside him.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Oolacile. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Oolacile, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Say yes.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
So, and she disappears. She talks about how she came from a time long since past. So it seems like she may have been a little bit of a time traveler. And we get to become a time traveler ourselves in the DLC. As you can see, there is a ladder there. It leads all the way up there back to the area with near Seath, the Great White Wolf. However, we are not going to go up there because there are dangerous cats that want to maul us to death, and really there's no point in fighting them. If you look over here, however, you will see there's a signature on the ground, and that is the lady we just talked to. So we're going to go over here and summon her. And instead of doing any sort of, helping us kill stuff, she actually is a shopkeeper.
I am Dusk of Oolacile. It is an honor I shall follow thine wishes.
So we can learn a couple things, like a proper bow. And we can buy stuff from her. Unfortunately, none of these have very much use for us because we are not a sorcerer. However, they are actually quite useful. Things like Hidden Body and Repair are nice. Cast Light is very good for the area we just did in the last episode. And Chameleon is very, very fun. So this is here in case if you want to pick up any of these spells. So let's go ahead.
If thou art in need, pray summon me again. I wish to be of assistance. May the flames guide thee.
Yes, may it guide you as well. So, that's pretty much it for DLC preparation. We only need one more thing, and it's in the area where we're going to go to next to get our next Lord Soul. We're going back to Anor Londo, people. So, let's go ahead and homeward bone, and then warp back to Anor Londo. Okay. Let's go to Anor Londo. Alrighty. Nice to be back here. It's a very, very pretty place. So, okay. Now we're gonna head this direction. It's a direction we did not head to before. We could, well, you know, let's go ahead and fight them. They won't fight till you get close, so they seem like gentleman giants, of course. Okay, that hurt a little bit. Dead. Thankfully, our nice shiny new weapon makes things a little bit easier for us. Of course, their shields are still a pain in the butt, but, you know, have to deal. Okay, he's dead. Let's heal. And let's see here. Well, one of these chests are not like the other. This one happens to be legit. Twinkling Titanite. Quite useful. This one, as this message suggests, is a trap. A mimic. So we will dispatch it immediately. Let's see what the mimic carries. A crystal halberd. Very nice. Crystal weapons do a lot of damage. However, you cannot repair them unless if you upgrade them. So they're kind of always on a timer, I guess you could say. We're just going to run past this guy. No use in fighting him. Oh, this area looks very orange for some reason. Sorry. Got a bubble in my throat. Maybe just my monitor, though. Oh, and hey, look. A boar friend. Yeah, these guys are not fun to go up against. Generally, I would suggest running, but because that's not an option for some of you people, I think I may fight him. So, and he doesn't have a, backside open either, so basically what I would suggest is just jumping attack him to death, because that's pretty much all you can do. Watch out, though. I think he can kick you. If you stay behind him, I think. Okay, Fang Boar Helm. Not sure if we got that from killing the first one, but it's not a very good helmet. I guess you could just describe it as a sort of troll item, where people who want to dress up in ridiculous costumes and kill people wear. I wish there was like a, I don't know, a boar armor set instead of just the helm. I think it would be a bit more interesting. Okay. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, let's heal, and then we can go ahead and fight him a little bit more. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. And there is a bonfire here, so nice. Like I said, I generally just run past them. But you can kill them, and they will not come back. Okay. Now we're on our way up. We got ourselves our bow, Uchi-katana, which I think is in okay shape. Yeah, we can always repair it later. Oh, and hey, look. People shooting at us with all sorts of stuff. Now these guys, they have crystal weapons, and like I said earlier, crystal weapons do a lot of damage. This includes for the NPCs as well. They hurt a lot. So I suggest you be very cautious with them. The bowmen, not so much. Those guys, yes. So you can overpower them pretty easy. They pretty much have no poise. Just gotta be careful. Oh, looks like he's running away. Oh, yeah, this guy has a buff on him, so it looks like the sorcerer buffed him. Oh, yeah, do not want to get hit by that. That would have killed me at such low health. So we're gonna sit behind here. And let's go ahead and kill this guy. Dead. Okay, easy enough. Crystal Straight Sword. These guys will actually drop them fairly often. Okay, now this guy here, he's actually the thing that we need for our second part of the DLC. Let's dispatch this guy first, though. A little bit rude. I was having a conversation with my crystal friend. Okay. Come on, let's get over here. Do your attack. Good. Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and dispatch this guy really quick. Oh. He showed us what for. Alright. Only a couple more hits. Alright, and we got the broken pendant. So let's go ahead into our key items, I believe it is. Because it isn't a usable item anyways. Half of a broken stone pendant. The vine appears to originate from Oolacile. A powerful magic can be sensed from the ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air of consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. Very curious. Anyways, that is the item we need for the DLC. We will be doing it probably last, before we kill the last boss, but after we kill all the rest of the lords. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to dispatch him. Nope, that didn't work. He decided to teleport on us. Like a coward, of course. So let's go ahead and hope he didn't... Oh, yeah, that was a bad combo. I could have died fairly easy there. Just barely survived, actually. Thankfully, we have our flask upgraded nearly all the way. Still got a couple flasks left, too. This area can be quite deadly. Can be quite easy, too, if you know what you're doing. But that's just Dark Souls in a nutshell, isn't it? Alrighty. Couple more enemies down here before we move up. Okay. There we go. And I think that's all the ones down here. I think, anyways. There we go. Now he's dead. Unfortunately, the sorcerers here, they will actually come back. As this is actually where they originate. I'm not sure if that's the actual reasoning why, but they do originate from here. This is kind of their base of operations, I guess you could say. There's a little bit of lore about them, and they're actually related to one of the lords. They're his disciples, I guess you could say. Okay. Open up the chest, and we got ourselves a twinkling titanite. So, okie dokie. Quite useful. We're not using them, but, you know, they are quite useful for other weapons, like that silver spear we actually used. It's a twinkling titanite weapon, if I remember correctly. Okay, I can't remember if there's any other items over down yonder past those two, but I believe there's one over here. So let's kill this guy. Oh, sneaky bugger. Okay, he's dead. And we got ourselves another twinkling titanite. You can get a decent amount of that here. Oh, looks like we hit both of them there. Okay. And he's dead. Alrighty. Yep, there is actually another chest over here, but it appears to be a mimic. Of course. And one more. There we go. And he has a crystal knight shield. I'm unsure if that shield actually breaks like the other crystal stuff. Probably does. I've never actually used it before, which is interesting. I probably should do a full crystal playthrough and see how that would work. Just buy a bunch of crystal weapons. Only use them, full crystal armor, that sort of thing. Could be interesting, but I don't know. Might get dull after a bit. Okay, if we head this way, see that there is a guy here. Seems to have a crystal greatsword, but we dispatched him quite easily. He can be a bit of a pain. Up here it says bug ahead. And indeed, there is a, not really a bug. I guess some people see them as bugs, but they're actually lizards. So, twinkling titanite and a blue titanite chunk. Very nice. Now, I think I mentioned in one of the episodes past that there is actually one area in Dark Souls that requires you to die. Unless if you use a exploit. This is that area. So, to prevent us from losing all of our souls and our 20 humanity... Oh, looks like we didn't even have our other ring on. We are going to use a particular ring which we've had for a while. Ring of Sacrifice. This will prevent us from losing our humanity and our souls when we die. So, here's Seath the Scaleless. One of the remaining dragons that are left. The best we can do here is die. If I show you here, if we do damage to him, he immediately heals. So the best we can do is just try to take damage while trying not to be petrified, I should say, because he can petrify you. Do this, and it does quite a lot of damage. Yep, there we go. Now we're dead. Should have demonstrated it, but you can actually leave back out that door. It's one of the few fog gates that you can leave back out. But we wake up in a different area. And that's the reason why. That we need the Ring of Sacrifice, because otherwise you have to get out of here, do all the stuff here, and then loop back around to try and get your stuff without dying. And for a first-time player, that's probably not going to happen. So let's go ahead, put our ring back on, the ring that we didn't have earlier, Wolf Ring. And let's go ahead and rest at this bonfire. If you notice here, if we try to go to warp, it says this bonfire is cut off from the others, cannot warp. So it seems like this was deliberately designed to prevent people from leaving. But I think this is a good place to stop. It's a little bit of a shorter episode than the other one, but I think it is of almost perfect length. Thank you for joining me, everybody. My name is Tebriel, and I hope to see you all in the next episode of my Dark Souls Dex Build playthrough. Goodbye, everybody, and take care.